I'm Kerrie from Multidimensional Quantum Healing. I just thought I'd start to share some stories about how I got doing this journey that I'm doing, really, this becoming that not only did I heal myself, I can actually now help others to heal. And when we talk about healing, it's more about energy. Like, we are energy. Energy can get stored within the body. There's different emotional, mental, different frequencies that we have created ourselves, or maybe other people have projected onto us, and we've created a feeling, a story around those feelings, sensations. There can be different things that have happened in our lives that may have also impacted into what our body and our aura and our consciousness is stored in the cells and as an energetic frequency that then causes almost like a replay of those energies to keep interfering with your current reality, almost like a radio in the background that's just playing this recording that is of an old frequency that is not in the present moment. So all energy, it cannot be destroyed, but it can be altered. And the process of the quantum healing, which I have developed, it goes into removing those, what we call like energetic splinters, things that have got trapped, that the body then cannot heal itself. So the body is naturally able to heal itself. If there is something in the way, like if you get a splinter, you can't heal that area where the splinter went in until the splinter is pulled out. It's a little bit like that with energy. And energy can collect in certain areas of the body, and you can get different conditions. But basically it's all down to the same thing. There is energy trapped in certain places that's causing a blockage, and your body is manifesting a condition to show you and make you aware that there's something that's not in balance within your body. So there's lots we can do with this. So when I was really young, around the age of around 8, primary school, I got a whooping cough, and I remember it being quite bad. I remember I was almost suffocating as I'd cough. I couldn't almost bring in the breath before I'd cough again, and it literally felt like I was going to die because I couldn't breathe. And I remember the panic, and I remember the stress of having that at that time. Before that, I had a completely healthy heart. After that, my mum took me for a checkup at the doctor's, and I remember them putting the stethoscope on my heart and then looking at me and my mum funny, and then leaving the room, going to get someone else, and came back and they checked my heart again, and there was a different sound in there that shouldn't be in there. So I went for different checks, and it came out that I had a mitral valve defect. So the heart was not fully pumping the blood around properly. It was leaking a little bit backwards. So the stress of all the coughing had created this stress in my heart, which then created this leak. So this leak had to be monitored. I remember feeling terrible at the time. I thought it was like being told that, yes, you'll have this forever. It could get worse. We've got to just keep checking on it. As a little girl, it was like, how can I have this at such a young age, and it's going to affect me for the rest of my life? But I got on with it, as you do, I suppose, when you're younger. Got on with it. Just started traveling at around 24. I remember when I left home, my mum was like, make sure you look after yourself and let everyone know about your heart, which I actually never did, but I was obviously aware in the background. And when I got to Australia, I didn't want to leave the place. I'm actually still here now in Perth Western Australia. I absolutely love it here. So I wanted to stay here. In order to stay here, I had to get permanent residency, which required a medical. So the medical checks everything, including the heart. And when I knew that, I started to get a little bit worried at the time. I wasn't sure whether I was even going to pass the test, and then would I then have to leave and have to go back to England? It wasn't something that was even an option. It was not even something I wanted to consider. And I was like, there's no way. I'm staying here. I'm going to live in Australia. I'm going to get my permanent residency. my heart is healthy. And then it started this click. And I remember, even when I feel back into the memory now, it's almost this wave of energy, this wave of knowingness. And I kind of just surrendered into it. And then it was like in these moments then, like just moments like driving the car or sat there, I'd feel into my heart, I really feel it. I could visualize it, feeling it growing back into a healthy valve. The valve was becoming stronger, the heart was becoming stronger in my intention, in my visualization. And I kept saying I was like almost repeating it, my heart is healthy. I'm staying in this country because my heart is very healthy. And the day of the medical came, and you don't get the results for a while. The results came through with a tick and a permanent residency, completely approved. So that was like a big yes, thank goodness. But then I had the big question, well, what's going on with my heart then? Is it okay? Did I heal it? What's going on? So I booked into a cardiac place that specializes in all kinds of cardiac problems. And I was just like, well, I had this condition when I was younger, I just want to get it checked. And they stuck all these different electrical things all over me, which I remembered anyway from being a child. And then they did an ECG as well. Can't find anything, your heart's fine. He said, if anything, we had to be really picky. There's a tiny little blip. It wouldn't be anything that you would actually even pick out. We've only just really, because you're asking us to find something, we found a tiny little thing that could mean that, yes, maybe you did have something. I said, well, is it normal? Like, can you heal these things? They didn't really have many answers for me, really, around that. And then I was like, did I just heal my heart? And I was probably, how old would I have been? About 27, 28. And I was like, okay, this is good. I feel good. It's like I got another lease of life. I'm good. My heart's good. I'm in Australia. This is brilliant. So I want to I'm sharing this to let you know that this was way before I started doing the work that I do now. That we all have, if we have clear intention, then we can actually start to heal our bodies. If we have that real strong intention and that real strong visualization, and we can see it being rebuilt, we can see it healthy, then we will manifest that in our physical form. We are energy that is manipulated by our own consciousness. We are in control. And it's not to be a mad in control of everything thing. It's like, okay, this body, this life, this is my vehicle. I'm in control of this. So I've shared this hoping that it hopefully inspires someone. If you do have certain health conditions, I can guide you through this process as well. And I'd love to assist if you did want to get in touch. My website is Multidimensional Quantum Healing, all one word, bit of a mouthful. And you'll be able to book a session with me. I'll be sharing more, and I will speak to you soon. Bye.